In this video, we are going to look at how we can find the square root of I, and I, we know that it is a complex number because we said that I is representing the square root of negative what? Negative 1. Now we need to find also the square root of what? That I. Is that okay? So we can take few steps and we learn on the required results. We can say let the square root of I be equal to x plus I y. Is that okay? So we want the square root of I to be that result, such that we can square both sides. Square both sides, and we shall have a square root of I. We square will be equal to x plus iy. We square it. Is that okay? And if we square this square root will go with that square, and our I will be equal to, we are going to expand this using binomials expansion, and that one gives us x squared plus 2xiy, then plus iy, everything is going to be squared. But keep in mind, I squared is negative 1. Is that okay? So we shall have I is equal to x squared plus 2xiy minus I minus y squared. So now we shall put a 0 on the left hand side, because if we look at the complex number, it is purely imaginary, meaning that the real part is a 0. Well, okay. Now we are going to equate the real parts on the left hand side to the real parts on the right hand side, and as well as the complex on the right hand side to the complex on the left hand side. So on the left hand side we have a 0 as our real part, which is equal to x squared minus y squared. So we shall realize that our 0 is equal to, after making this guy factors, we shall have x plus a y and x minus a y. Therefore our x will be equal to y, and another x will be equal to negative y. Is that okay? Let us baptize it star. Now we shall also realize that on the left hand side we have I as the complex, and on the right hand side we have 2xiy as the complex part. Therefore we shall have 1 is equal to 2xy, because this one will cancel this will cancel that, and we shall say that if our y is equal to x, so we shall have 1 is equal to 2, where there is x we substitute a y times a y, and we shall have 1 is equal to 2y squared. Is that okay? So now we shall have 1 is equal to 2y squared. We divide by 2 on both sides, and we shall have y squared is equal to half. We shall take roots such that we remain with y only, and we shall have y is equal to a plus or minus 1 out of the root 2. So when y is equal to 1 out of root 2, what will be our x? Our x will also be 1 out of root 2, because we say that x is equal to y. For the first case, x is equal to a y, and our root, the first root, will be x plus I y. So our root, the first one, will be equal to, we say that our x is 1 out of root 2, and the y which we obtained is 1 out of root 2. So that is the first root. So we are going to find the second root, and for the second root we shall say that the second root we shall say that y is equal to negative 1 out of root 2, and the second root will be equal to x plus I y. Remember, our y when is 1 out of root 2 negative, also x will be equal to 1 out of root 2 negative. So the second root will be 1 out of root 2, then minus I out of root 2. So that is good. Now we have to also find whether x is equal to negative y will give us the same roots. Is that okay? So what we shall do, we shall get this y, we shall substitute it here, and we shall have 1 is equal to 2 times y times negative y. So we shall have 1 is equal to negative 2y squared. We shall divide by negative 2, we shall divide by negative 2, and we shall have y is equal to negative 1 out of 2. We take the roots on both sides. After taking the roots, we shall have plus or minus I, because we know that a square root of negative 1, it is I, as we said earlier. So we shall have that one divided by the root 2. Is that okay? Either we can say y is equal to negative I out of a root 2. Is that okay? And we say that x is equal to negative y. So x is equal to negative y. So x is equal to negative I out of root 2. Is that okay? This negative and that one will cancel, and we shall have x is equal to I out of root 2. Is that okay? So we shall proceed by finding w1, and w1 we say that it is x plus I y. So w1 is equal to, what is x? X we say that it's I out of root 2 plus I. What is our y? Our y we say that it is negative I out of root 2. Is that okay? Now negative I times I, it is negative 1. Negative 1 times a negative, we get a positive. Therefore our w1 is I out of root 2 plus 1 out of root 2. Good. Now we shall also say for y is equal to I out of root 2. So remember, our x is equal to negative y. So y is equal to a half. Y is equal to I over root 2. So now the x which we need will be negative I out of root 2. So we shall need to find w2, which is also x plus I y. So w2 will be equal to, what is x? We said that x is negative I out of root 2, then plus I. What is y? Y is I out of root 2. So w2 will be equal to negative I out of root 2, then this times this, it is negative 1, then out of root 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video for more about mathematics. Thank you.